Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be making a couple desserts. And if you guys don't recognize my cosplay, I am cosplaying Reze from Chainsaw Man, and this is her in her casual outfit from the cafe. So today we're going to be making red velvet chocolate chip cookies, and then we're also going to be making a dirty soda, which I'll talk more about that later. But right now we're just going to make the cookies. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to take 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I also added a half a teaspoon of salt into this. I'm going to put this to the side. We also have a 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then we also have 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So that's for our dry ingredients. And then for our sugar and wet ingredients, we have 2 eggs right here. We have both white sugar and brown sugar, 3/4 cups and 1/2 cups respectively. And then we have a half a cup of butter, which is 1 big stick. And then we're going to use 1 cup of these chocolate chips. So the first thing we're going to do is add our butter to our big bowl in the middle. And then we're going to add both our flours together. Okay, so now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then finally, we're going to be adding our 2 eggs. And then we're going to mix it with my little hand mixer right over there. Okay, so now it's time for eggs. I don't usually eat eggs, so most of the time whenever I have eggs, they're for baking. But for some reason, this is like my last egg. So this is quite interesting. Okay, so we want our batter to kind of have this type of consistency. It's going to look a bit watery at first, but I promise it's going to come out better once you put in the flour. Okay, so now it's time to put in our dry ingredients. So we're going to put our baking soda in with our flour. The salt is already added to the flour. And then we're also going to put our cocoa powder in with our flour as well. And then we're going to add this slowly but surely into the mixture until you get a thick consistency. Okay, so now we have a nice thick consistency. In this point in time, you'll probably have a family member harassing you to taste the batter, and you can either give them a little piece or shoot them away. It kind of just depends on my mood. Sometimes I give them a piece or I shoot them away. So you could probably take out the prongs of your hand mixture if you're using a hand mixture. You can also do this by hand. I've done it by hand before I was not broke to get too broke to have a hand mixer, but it will take some time and it will give you an arm workout. So I'm going to wash my hands first, and then we're going to add the chocolate chips. So I'm just going to do a little bit of movie magic here. Okay, so I'm back. So we have our chocolate chips here, and these are white chocolate chips. I typically use these for any red velvet type of red velvet like dessert. I love to use these for the red velvet cookies because they just give like a nice pop of color to the dark batter. We're also going to add just a tiny bit of red food coloring because you want to get that kind of red consistency. Right now these cookies are kind of like a brown color, so we want that red velvet color to pop. And then you're just going to stir them in. It's going to take a bit to like stir it all in, but you can keep stirring, and then you can add as much chocolate chips as you want. The recipe that I'm following, that I'll probably leave a link to below, say that you want to add about 1 cup of chocolate chips, but I feel like more is always better because sometimes you want all your cookies to have this around the equal amount of chocolate chips. So if you have too little chocolate chips, you may get a cookie that might only have like 1 or 2 chocolate chips, or you might get a cookie that might have like 5 or 6 chocolate chips. So you always want to add a little more than you think you'll need. I'm just gonna add a little bit more and see if I can get it the right color. If not, I don't think it's a huge deal, but it would be nice to get like a nice red velvet color. Okay, I think this is as much as I'm gonna be able to mix this in. It's not quite the red that I want it to be, but I do think that it's a nice consistency and I don't want to over mix it. I will add a close-up of this later. Okay, so now I'm going to set up my table so that we can do the baking portion, and I'm going to do a little bit of movie magic because I want to clean up this table before we actually do the baking portion. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm back now. So we're going to prepare these cookies for baking. Okay, so what you want to do, I'm going to roll up my sleeves for this because this can be a bit messy, is you want to take your cookie. Now, if you had an ice cream scoop, this would be much easier. I do not have an ice cream scoop, so I'm going to use my hands. And before you guys complain about it being unsanitary, I washed my hands. So it should be fine. I'm going to roll it up into like a little ball. You don't want them too big because sometimes they spread. So just roll it up enough. And then you're going to put it on here. And then you're going to just keep doing it for all the other cookies until you finish up your batter. Sometimes I eyeball it to see if I can get them the right size. And sometimes I mistake, so I usually just take a little bit off of the cookies I think are too big and just roll it into a new cookie. Sometimes these cookies do spread, so just be careful, make sure you're spacing them out well. Okay, so I made the cookies, and I do have extra batter, so I will have to make another batch later, but I think they came out pretty well. Okay, so if you excuse me, I'm going to take these over to the oven, and then we're going to work on our drink for this episode, and then we'll come back once the cookies are baked. Okay, so while the cookies are baking, I thought now would be a good time to make a dirty soda. If you guys don't know what that is, it originated from the Mormons. They don't usually drink coffee or tea. So to get their fix, I guess, they put soda in with creamer. Now I don't know what creamer they specifically use, but I decided I was going to use the Cinnabon coffee creamer. I don't usually buy creamer because I don't drink coffee in the mornings. I'm a bit of a weirdo. I'm in grad school. You'll think I'll be drinking coffee all the time, but I don't. I really don't like the taste of coffee. I do drink tea in the mornings. But when I was a broke undergrad student, I didn't want to keep milk because I thought buying milk all the time would be very expensive. But I really like hot chocolate, especially in the winter time, but I hate how hot chocolate tastes with water. So to get past that, I would buy the small little cup creamers and I'll dump them in with the water to make a hot chocolate with creamer. So besides that, I don't usually buy creamer, but this time I bought creamer so that we can make some dirty sodas. Okay, so I have 2 different sodas. This one is a Coke that I had in for a while because I thought the Coke would taste really good with the cinnamon creamer, because Coke is one of those like sodas that tastes really great with milky stuff. But I drank it for lunch, so that's why it's half empty. And then I also have this purple Fanta. Since Reze has like dark purple hair, I figured this would be a perfect soda to do for this cooking episode. So we're going to try both of them, and I have these 2 cups right here, and we're going to see which one tastes better with the creamer. So let's start with the Coca-Cola. So I'm not going to fill it all the way to the top because I will have to drink this, and I don't want to get a sugar overdose. So I'm going to do a little bit of Coke and then a little bit of creamer. I'm not really sure how much creamer you're supposed to put. It says put, I just kind of eyeballing it. And then we also have our Fanta. Okay, so now we're going to give them a taste. I am less excited for the Fanta because I feel like I'm not a big grape person in general, so this mix of the creamer just does not look super appetizing, but maybe it'll surprise me. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's really hard to drink with this wig because it's just so much here. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It tastes a little less like medicine, which is, I think, a good thing. Let me give it one more taste. Yeah, it's not bad. It kind of tastes like a cream soda. Like, you guys ever had those orange creamical sodas? Tastes like that. So now we're gonna try the Coke. I think the Coke will taste better because I feel like Coke really goes well with like milky products like ice cream and just whipping cream, all the cream. So let's see. Yeah, the Coke definitely tastes better. The Coke tastes like a less sweet root beer float, so I don't know if you guys like root beer. I like root beer, especially with the ice cream to make the float. This tastes like a less sweet root beer float, which is really good. I actually like it. Again, it has that like creamy taste from the creamer. I'm gonna use this creamer for other things because it's a big creamer to have, but overall, this tastes pretty good. On that note, while we're waiting for the cookies to bake, because we do have some time left on the oven, I want to show off my figure. So this is the Iron Mouse figure. I got her from Ami. It was my first time ordering from Ami. She's a pop-up parade. Iron Mouse is like one of my favorite VTubers, so I'm really glad I have this figure. She was really expensive though. I will say she's one of the most expensive figures in my collection, so I don't really collect scale figures, just prize figures. And pop-up parades are typically kind of expensive, especially this line, where it's like the fancy line with the extra details. And then also I thought this was fitting for the cosplay I'm doing today. This is a Reze Buy Cute Bunny figure from Fuyuyu. I also have the Makima Bunny as well. I really love the bunny figures from this line. They're just so cute, and I really love Reze, and I think she's so adorable. And what's interesting about this line is that they have like real tights, which is very unusual for a prize figure line. So I thought that was really cool. I think for the price, I paid like maybe a little under 40 for this, maybe like 38. For the price, I will definitely love this figure because I think that the figure is really cool, the base is nicely decorated, and I just overall think this is a well executed figure for the fact that it wasn't too expensive. This figure is probably going for a lot more now. The aftermarket for this figure is insane. I bought this figure at Barnes & Noble some time ago, and it was still luckily the retail price, so I'm really happy about that. And let me bring over the nicely baked cookies. So these cookies came out pretty good, I will say. They're not the red that I wanted them to be, but they overall look pretty nice. So I'm just going to take a small bite of these cookies so that we can try them on camera. They're pretty good. They're nice and fluffy, just how I like them. So yeah, that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy this little baking video. And let me know if you want to see more of these type of videos because I absolutely love to bake. And this was fun to make. Bye-bye.